Sales is the most lucrative skill in the world, period. The problem is most sales advice out there today is outdated, cheesy, and could even keep you from the deals that can make all the difference in your career. This is the No BS Sales School, a podcast for entrepreneurs and salespeople who want to master the skill of selling without all the BS. Welcome to the No BS Sales School podcast. I'm your host, Walker McKay. I got challenged today by another sales expert. His name is Ben Tego. I really respect the shit out of him. Known of him for a while, met him a week or so ago. Ben is the owner of a company called OMG, Objective Management Group. They do assessments, sales assessments. And we were talking about I took his assessment recently. And one of the questions and then the results I saw, he talked about, or the assessment showed that I ought to work harder at making friends with my prospects, which is something that I adamantly disagree with. And so I called him to talk about it, and I wondered if we were just talking about two sides of the same coin. I'm still not sure. So my belief is this, and maybe it's because I'm from the South. Most people here, and a lot of people in sales, have a very high need for approval. They want other people to like them. And they're always told that sales is all about relationships. You just got to make those relationships, which I think a lot of people mistranslate into you got to make friends with everybody. So what might be the problem with trying to make friends with all your prospects? Well, there are a couple things. One, maybe they don't want to be your friend. Number two, having friends, it takes time, it takes energy, and you have to really put yourself in there. And who the hell's got time for that? Got to be honest, right? Who's got time to keep up with more friends they already have? Who needs more friends right now than they already have? Most of us say, I don't need any more friends, right? Neither do your prospects. And as you've heard me say before, if you need more friends, get a dog. I also believe that the goal of a friendship, or the purpose of a friendship, should be nothing more than the friendship itself. If we go into a relationship or we try and make friends with somebody so we can do business with them, that's sort of disingenuous to start with. And what I talked about to Ben was, I believe relationships are very important, 100%. However, I define them as healthy business relationships more than friendships. Tell me if this rings a bell. It's two or more people who are actively working to help each other reach their own business goals. Two or more people who are actively working to help each other reach their own business goals. So how's that different than a friendship? Well, you can be friendly, right? I think friendly is always good, but it's a business relationship, which has different implications than, say, a friendship. In a business relationship, we understand this is just business, right? We get yeses and we get nos and we move on. In a friendship, though, there's more of an obligation there that you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. Not that I ever want you to be a jerk in business, but sometimes shit just doesn't work out, right? But in a friendship, you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. And if they tell me no, then maybe we won't be friends. It also means that, if you stop talking to them, you're afraid that the friendship will die. And therefore, your disingenuous reasons that you went into it will be gone. So here's my thing that I'll say this to Ben. All things being equal, your buyer will buy from somebody they trust over somebody that they like, especially the more complicated and expensive the thing that they're buying. All things not being equal, however, I still believe somebody will more likely buy from somebody they trust over somebody they just like. Think about this. Do you have any friends that you love? Maybe you've known them forever. Maybe you think they're the greatest, right? But they're kind of a goofball, kind of a dumbass. And we've all got friends who are dumbasses, right? And you love them, right? But if you had a problem in their area, maybe they wouldn't be the first person you would call, right? Anybody else have friends like that, or just me? Don't worry so much about being the person that people like. Be the person that people can trust. What advice will you give to your children? Do whatever it takes for somebody to like you, or do whatever it takes for somebody to trust you. Those things are completely different. It's fine if they like you and trust you, but trust matters the most. I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. Go build trust with other people. Have them trust you enough to give you money to make a problem go away. That's what good sales is. Thanks for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast. If you're struggling to close deals, then I want to invite you to take my free mini course, where you'll learn the 7 most expensive sales mistakes that will cost you time, money, and credibility. So be sure to click the link in the show notes or go to www.7salesmistakes.com. That's the number 7salesmistakes.com. Thanks again for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast.